CHN Sports.
Holy cow! Yes! Score! Yes!
Beautiful evening in Atlanta, and the Cubs have returned here for the second time this season. It is a makeup of a rainout back on May 17th. We have hit the stretch run, 30 games to go, and this will be a battle of first place teams here on WGN. Great to have you with us tonight. Jim DeShays and Len Casper with you. The Cubs opening up an 11-game, 11-day, 4-city road trip. Two of the top teams in the entire National League. This should be fun.
Yeah, we've been pointing to this road trip for quite some time. The Cubs took care of business on the homestand, going 6-1. We take a look at the races now. Cardinals playing great ball. They've had a tremendous month of August. They're 4.5 games back. The Brewers won again today in extra innings, so they continue to play solid ball, winning that series in Cincinnati. It's tight in the East, but it's not the Nationals leading the pack as everyone expected. It's these Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies, 3.5 back.
The Cubs play every team on that graphic except for the Cardinals on this road trip. Tonight's starters, Mike Montgomery back in the rotation tonight. Mike Foltynewicz, an all-star this year.
Yeah, Foltynewicz, a Chicago area kid. He's having a big year. He's got a 1.01 ERA over his last 4 starts. Mike Montgomery pitched twice against the Braves last year, pitched a dandy in this ballpark. Be good to see him go out there tonight. Joe Madden says all systems go for Mike Montgomery. No restrictions coming off the DL.
It is the Cubs and the Braves in a one-gamer coming up, and a lot of stars in both lineups tonight. Braves lead the season series 3-2. We'll have the first pitch next.
Ball is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. Lexus. Experience amazing. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all. Volkswagen. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer or VWDealer.com for the Volkswagen dealer near you. And by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Chicago Cubs baseball in beautiful high definition on WGN is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet with the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. Now tonight, Southwest Airlines Cubs starting lineup. Daniel Murphy sat out yesterday. Cubs are still unbeaten with him in the lineup. Baez at short hitting second. Anthony Rizzo's had a huge month of August. Zobrist with the game-ending hit in extras to win Game 2 of that series against the Mets. Former Brave Jason Hayward will bat fifth. Wilson Contreras sixth. It's Kyle Schwarber, the left fielder, batting seventh ahead of the pitcher, Mike Montgomery. David Bodie will play third and bat ninth. And Chicago area native Mike Foltynewicz is ready to work. And outside for ball one to get us started.
Well, the Cubs are in this run of facing very good starting pitching, some power arms, and Foltynewicz right there among the best. Average fastball velocity right around 97 miles per hour by some measures, tops in the National League. Here are the numbers on Folty. 10-8 with a 2.67 ERA. League batting just .203 against him.
Just missed outside on a fastball at 97.
Saw him earlier this year. He struck out 10 in just 5 innings of work.
Murphy fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's warm, but it's not outrageously so here in Atlanta. 84 degrees at game time.
Yeah, so we talked about the big fastball. What else does Foltynewicz feature? Well, slider, curve, and change. Slider's been an important pitch for him this year.
And he gets Murphy.
We have evidence right there. Good one to finish off Daniel.
Iowa native Bruce Dreckman will handle the plate. Mike Estabrook, Chad Fairchild, and the crew chief Kerwin Danley are on the bases. Now all-star Javier Baez leading the league with 97 RBIs and takes a little low. How about this note? And I really want you to analyze it.
Alrighty.
Foltynewicz is the first Brave to start 2 games against the Cubs in Atlanta in the same season since Greg Maddux in 1998.
I saw that note.
2-1.
Well, you see, kids, the teams in the other division, we don't play them as much anymore.
Right.
You only come here once unless you're making up a rainout.
Good slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foltynewicz works fast, throws hard.
Yeah, and I think it's the development of the slider that has really helped him. Earlier on in his career, he relied, fastball, curveball, changeup. He'd get a lot of foul balls, a lot of deep counts, and he would be forced out of games earlier just because the pitch count would get to be an issue. I think that slider has allowed him to be a little bit more efficient, get quicker outs, get more chases.
Popped him up over on the right side. Freddie Freeman will come in and make the grab. 2 down.
Defensively, the Braves have a good bunch. Very athletic. They cover a lot of ground. Start first with the outfield. The former Red Adam Duvall is out in left field. The youngster Acuna Jr. is in center. Nick Markakis has won a couple of Gold Gloves. He plays right. Camargo, Swanson, Albies, and Freeman on the infield. Freeman has not won a Gold Glove. He's been an All-Star 3 times, but he's one of the better defenders in the game. Kurt Suzuki is behind the plate, and that's where the Braves are vulnerable. You can run against this club. He's thrown out just 12%, whereas league average is around 28%. 37 steals, 5 caught by Suzuki.
The red-hot Anthony Rizzo takes wide. 386 over his last 24 games with 14 extra base hits, 12 walks, and 16 knocked in. More recently, 12 hits his last 5 games.
I think he's getting a scouting report from Suzuki on Fulton-Evans. I don't remember that breaking ball last time I saw him.
The wind in the 1-1 is high. These are the two best teams record-wise in the National League. The Cubs in the race for the best record in the NL, 4 games ahead of Atlanta. Foul tip, strike 2. It's 2-2.
Cubs are first in runs per game. The Braves are second. Braves pitching has been a bit better.
2-2 hit on the ground to Freeman, and he'll take it to the bag unassisted. Cubs go quietly 1-2-3. Braves coming up against Mike Montgomery when we come back. Cubs 1, Braves 2. Ronald Acuna Jr. having an amazing rookie season. Johan Camargo, switch hitting third baseman, bats second. It's Freeman and Markakis. They've been amazing in the middle of their lineup. Suzuki hits fifth. Ozzie Albies has hit .500 against the Cubs this season. The former Red Duvall, as JD mentioned, in left, batting seventh. Dansby Swanson, the shortstop, 8th. And the pitcher, Fulton-Evans, 9th.
Cubs defensively, Schwarber, Hayward, Zobrist, Cody Baez, Murphy, Rizzo. Contreras is behind the plate for Mike Montgomery. Band is rocking tonight.
Curveball missed high on Acuna. He's 20 years old. He's got 21 home runs. One of those came against the Cubs here, and a ground ball into left and a leadoff hit.
Let's take a look at the Cubs Blue Cross Blue Shield starting pitcher. It is Mike Montgomery. He's left-handed. He's been really good in the rotation. Overall, 4-4 with a 3.62. This is start number 14 for him as a starting pitcher. It's 3.04, and when we last saw him as a starter, it was in Kansas City way back on August 7th, and he worked 6 shutout innings in that game. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all.
Now faces the third baseman Camargo. 3 hits, including a home run last night against Tampa Bay. He homered off Diego Castillo. It was the fastest pitch turned around for a home run in the big leagues this season. Pitch was clocked at 99.7 miles per hour. Mike's 1-0 is hit foul out of play.
Yeah, and the Braves like to go early. They swing at more first pitches than anybody in the game. And it's been a successful strategy for them. High batting average, plenty of slugging on that 0-0 pitch, so you got to be a little careful.
They've got Acuna picked off. The throw is in time. Baez got him as he tried the swim move. That's out number one.
That goes on first move. Montgomery with the good throw to Rizzo quickly unloads, and Baez hanging in there to ultimately make the tag.
Meanwhile, 1-1 on Camargo. Foul to the screen, and it's 1-2. So Mike back on the active roster. Alec Mills option back to AAA Iowa. James Norwood back to the minors as well. He was the Cubs' 26th man for Game 2 yesterday. And a fly ball out into right center. Hayward will call off Ben Zobrist, and that's the second out.
Well, Monty, unlike Fultonevich, is not a power guy. He's not going to light up the radar gun. He sinks it, though, and he gets a lot of ground balls on his sinking fastball. Got a cutter slash slider, a curveball, and a changeup. He's talked recently about that cutter slider being a very important pitch for him.
Swing and a miss by Freddie Freeman, who has started every game this season. An all-star for the third time. And in the dirt. And as you would imagine, he hits lefties. So does Nick Markakis. In fact, Freeman hitting .316.
Yeah, and
he
doesn't sacrifice power either. A lot of times left-handed hitters will be able to maintain a good average, but the power numbers will go way down. That is not the case with Freeman.
Markakis hitting over 300 versus left-handers as well, and he's on deck. One-two swing and a miss. Got him on that newfound slider or cutter. And the Braves do not score in the first. 0-0. Ben Zobrist, who won the suspended game yesterday afternoon with a single. I was talking with him earlier today. I said it was a bit of a subdued celebration, maybe because you only played for about 20 minutes. He said the main reason was we had another game to play. It's like, all right, that one's over with. Now let's get ready for game 2, boys.
Yeah, game 2 didn't go quite as well as game 1 did, but the homestand sure was good as the Cubs won 6 out of 7.
Ben had a dramatic game-winning hit in the 9th here on May 15th off Arodys Vizcaíno. 1-0 on Zoe. Now 1-1.
Well, Zoe, a guy you feel comfortable with in this confrontation with Foltynewicz. He handles velocity.
Hit hard and fair past Freeman. Markakis will collect it and foul ground. It's a double for Zobrist. Good start to the Cubs' second.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball, and he handled that just nicely as well. Lead double down the first base line for Zobrist. Little spinner.
Now ex-Brave Jason Hayward.
And Zobrist came into this one with a .312 batting average, good for 3rd best in the NL.
The first pitch to Jason misses. Ball 1. Cubs announced an acquisition today. Catcher Bobby Wilson has been acquired from Minnesota in exchange for catcher Chris Jimenez and a player to be named or a cash consideration. Wilson is on the 10-day disabled list. He has a sprained right ankle. And to make room for him, right-hander Corey Mazzoni designated for assignment. Fouled out of play, so we wondered if the Cubs would add a catcher for September. Now we have our answer when Bobby Wilson comes back from the DL. Let's check out our Lexus Run Predictor, brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Still 1-2 on Hayward.
Yeah, I think just about every club will make sure they have a 3rd catcher. If they don't have somebody they're comfortable with on their major league roster now, most teams, certainly teams in contention, are going to call up a catcher in September. Make sure they have coverage there. Give you some options in terms of pinch hitting for your, for your starting catcher, and not risk of being caught short.
And he was the star of one of our music videos earlier this season. I believe we played Chariots of Fire, the theme, as he walked and stumbled around the bases on a day in which it was about 185 degrees at Wrigley Field. Ow, ow, ow. Where did it get him?
Back leg, just below the knee.
So
that's
the first 2 have reached.
Oh, just above the knee.
And it's Wilson Contreras. All-star teammates battling here, Foltynewicz and Contreras. And the first pitch is low. Wilson has a younger brother, William, in the Braves system. He is a 20-year-old catcher in A-ball and was a non-roster invitee this spring. And he is listed among their top prospects. It's a very deep system, so he's like in that 12 to 15 range, but they think Wilson's younger brother has a very good chance to not only be a big league catcher but be a good one.
Braves are in pretty good shape then because they have a pretty young roster now. They have a lot of really talented young players on their big league club.
The 2-0 is in there for a strike.
Borderline low not being called by Bruce Dreckman. So Foltynewicz had to throw a challenge heater there. It's good when you have to do that and you can throw 97 with movement.
And a balk has been called on Foltynewicz. He's not sure why.
I think he took a deep breath.
Arguing with Chad Fairchild. Boy, that is, I mean,
it's terrible. That's terrible.
Pretty ticky-tacky, but he barely flinched.
That's terrible. Nice break for the Cubs, but it's terrible umpiring.
Look at him. Before the catcher's even behind the plate.
This has got the adrenaline pumping. He might throw it 110 miles an hour right now.
Well, if he flinches again, they're going to call another one. But he doesn't.
Set, come set. Let it eat.
Fouled away. 2-2. The other one that's really weird, you can't argue a balk. That's a
there's some archaic stuff.
Ground ball to second. Albies has it. Cubs will get a run. It's a 2-for-1. Zobrist scores. Hayward to third, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, very nice work there by Contreras. Lead double by Zobrist. They cash it in. They take advantage of the bad call. Good approach here by Contreras. See how quiet he was with the lower body, emphasizing contact, pumping the fist as he goes down the line because he knows mission accomplished.
Braves will move their infielders in against Kyle Schwarber with Hayward at third and 1 out. Kyle hit leadoff yesterday. Went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and a walk. And he's batting 7th tonight. He hits a ground ball. Throw's going to go to the plate. Safe. Suzuki could not handle the throw, and I'm not sure he would have had him anyway. It's 2-0.
That comes with a contact play on here, so there's nothing to read for Hayward. As soon as he sees the ball on the ground, he's gone. 1 out and the pitcher on deck. You're always going to be in go mode here.
Bad throw by Albies, but again, I don't know if they would have had him. It would have been close, but I think Jason gets in either way. Montgomery shows bunt, takes a strike.
Ruling that he would have been out there, charging Albies with an error.
I don't agree with that call, but it's not my call to make.
I mean, I think a good throw, they got a legit shot at him, but I don't know that I could rule an error there. I don't feel comfortable enough saying that it's that easy of a play or that slam dunk of a play.
So picture a throw caught by Suzuki, and is it an obvious out? Not for me, because he did. He turned around, he tried to tag, and by that point, Hayward was past him. That'll get down for a hit. Schwarber will make third. Mike Montgomery with a big single, setting it up for David Bodie. Still only 1 out.
He loves to hit in this ballpark.
Our Ford drive of the game comes from 2017 off R.A. Dickey here in Atlanta. And he got all of it. Into the chop house.
Yeah. He leaned on it.
I love the reaction. By the way, congrats to Mike and his former fiance and now wife, Stephanie. They got married when the club was in Detroit. Her family is from Michigan. So congrats to the Montgomerys. Chuck Hernandez, the Braves pitching coach, out to try to settle down Foltynewicz.
Probably hasn't made too many visits out there lately to Foltynewicz. He's been on quite a roll. A 1.38 ERA in the month of August. Last 4 starts, it's 101. A whole bunch of strikeouts, just a handful of walks.
Strike called on Bodie. Chris Bryant, another rehab game with Iowa today. Almost certain to be activated after the rosters expand this weekend. And not before. That would be Saturday. So hopefully he's back for part of that Phillies series.
Yeah, I think that's the plan, unless something goes sideways. Down with the AAA club.
Braves want a shot at a double play. And the pitch. 1-2.
Foltynewicz, 26, a former first-round pick of the Astros back in 2010.
That foul banged off the mask of Suzuki. Doesn't give up many hits here at home.
Well, didn't give up many hits, period.
From Minooka, Illinois, 50 miles southwest of Chicago, where he grew up a Cardinal fan. And the Cubs are making him work here in the first couple innings. This will be his 40th pitch, and it's high. 2-2.
Minooka High School, the same high school that Nick Offerman attended.
Called strike 3 on a slider for his second strikeout.
Yeah, a little front door slider. I don't know that is what he intended to do based on where Suzuki was. My guess is no.
Daniel Murphy with 2 outs. And a foul strike.
Well, these guys met up a fair bit when Daniel was in the NL East, and he has good numbers against Foltynewicz, 9 out of 22 prior to striking out to start the ball game.
Cubs are 7-0 with Daniel Murphy in their lineup. Sat out in a regularly scheduled game yesterday against the Mets. Cubs lost that game 10-3. And the count is 1-2. Murphy is from Jacksonville, Florida. Bounced wide of first. Second year of this ballpark, SunTrust Park, replacing Turner Field. 10 miles northwest of downtown Atlanta. We're in Cobb County, and they call this area the Battery Atlanta.
I thought they called it the Rain Belt.
That's the secondary nickname.
It's the rainiest part of Atlanta, we are told.
Yeah, they had a couple delays last night.
You know, it would kind of freak me out a little bit. If you come up to hit and you look out at that big scoreboard in center field and your mug's out there, like it's just massive looking down at you. That would kind of wig me out a little bit. Or I'd step out and look at it and go, hey, dig me. I look like that guy from the Big Bang Theory.
Two balls, two strikes. Cubs grabbing the lead here in the second. And a fly, left field, not deep. And it's caught by Duvall. Cubs strand two, score two. It's 2-zip early.
Cubs fans, don't forget to check out the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com. Presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side.
Every W counts, so everybody in. Tickets are available for the final 13 games at home in the regular season. Support your first place Cubs through the finish line. Get your seats now at Cubs.com. Happy 91st to a diehard Cub fan, Dorothy Steiner, who watches every game from her home in Orland Park, Illinois.
Our buddy Craig Lynch celebrating a birthday today as well.
Happy birthday, Craig.
King of all trivia.
Get well wishes to Steve Zucker, longtime Cub fan and season ticket holder. Happy 4th to Kira Francis Benjaminson as well. One strike on the first-time All-Star.
He's like one of those radio calling people. Long time, first time. Long time player, first time All-Star. And why? Well, he's hitting the ball really hard. 109 times he's hit the ball 95 miles an hour or harder to top the National League.
Markakis got the most All-Star votes of all National League outfielders. And that's pretty neat because he had played a long time without being an All-Star. A record 1,933 games and 2,172 hits before attending his first All-Star game. He strikes out here. number 2 for Montgomery.
Talk about how good their left-handed hitters have been against lefty pitching, and they have, Freeman and Markakis, but Montgomery gets them both.
Now Suzuki takes a changeup for a strike. Another one. Yesterday, Alec Mills started a stretch of 6 starts by different pitchers, so everyone will get an extra day's rest. That means Cole Hamels will not face the Phillies this weekend. He'll pitch in Milwaukee instead. Jose Quintana will work tomorrow night and did not make this leg of the trip here to Atlanta.
He's probably in Philly having a nice cheesesteak or perhaps a bowl of she crab soup from Bookbinders.
Two on the way is pulled foul. The StatCast AI is powered by AWS.
Yeah, he's pull hitter, and you can see Baez is cheating towards the hole there. It's short. Puts a lot of balls on the ground. In the air, straight away.
Hey, the Falcons are playing tonight. You know how I know that?
Yeah, because the Dolphins were in our hotel.
That's how I know that. We must have a big pool at the hotel. I didn't.
Yeah.
If there were Dolphins there.
Could you name 3 Miami Dolphins? Current, you can't say Marino, Greasy, and
Zonka. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 in a row for Montgomery. Time now for the high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. Ozzie Albies hitting 6th tonight, but top of the order earlier this season. And 11 hits in 5 games against Cubs pitching. 5 doubles, a triple, 2 homers. Way too much of this against the Cubs. On a bounce, Baez can't get it. Probably a hit, and another one for Albies against the Cubs.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that likes to go early. Hitting .375 when he puts the 0-0 pitch in play, and he's hit 7 home runs on first pitches. Humpback liner there, tough handle. That should be a base hit. And the threat to run.
Adam Duvall off to a frigid start with Atlanta since he was acquired from Cincinnati on July 30th. 4 for 34 with no extra base hits. They have added some left-handed thump to their bench. Lucas Duda is now on their roster after being acquired from the Kansas City Royals.
Gives them some protection too should Freeman need a day. He's played every single day, but if he were to get hurt, Duda could take over. It's the challenge. You get a guy like Duda or Duvall, who normally are everyday players, and you come over here and ask him to be a part-time player. That sometimes that adjustment is very difficult.
That's a strike. Pretty interesting if you just kind of look at the big numbers in the three big areas. Cubs lead the NL in runs per game, Braves second. Same goes for batting average. Earned run average, the Cubs rank 4th, the Braves 5th. Defensive efficiency, Braves are 2nd, Cubs 3rd. So all the way across the board, these are two of the best, if not the two best teams in the National League through 132 games. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Changeup's been a good pitch for Mike here in this second inning. See Contreras with a glance into his dugout before giving the sign. Down the right field line, this will get out of play.
Well, Montgomery's always been a ground ball pitcher, has been again this year, but he's trying to find more swings and misses. He realizes that if you don't strike people out, you can fall victim to ball in play luck. Trying to find a way to generate more swings and misses, and it's part of the uptick in the slider usage.
Schwarber coming on, and that'll do it. Cubs lead 2-0 in the makeup game after 2.
Viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway to 97999. Right now, the 300th texter will win a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, so much sandwich.
Two, 3, 4 here in the third. Fastball with a lot of life from Foltynewicz.
We had a good homestand, 10 out of 26. That's a 385 average, couple doubles, couple home runs.
Ground ball to Freeman. It's not the easiest play, that opposite field ground ball, but he was able to knock it down and get Baez. Hey, Cub fans, check out the WGN Sports Game Zone to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and info while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Escape your everyday. Shop The Great Escape. Rizzo grounded out his first time up. And he looks at a fastball low. Braves lead the season series 3-2. They had to fly back to Chicago for a makeup game. So that's 4 flights for 6 games between the Cubs and Braves. Two-0 missed. Ball 4, he walked him. Pretty much an ideal evening weather-wise, and we've earned it because arguably the coldest game in Major League history. The Cubs engineering a huge comeback down 10-2. Had those wackos out there with no shirts on. It was like 20 degrees. And then we get rained out here. The comeback is what will make that cold game incredibly memorable. I probably would have forgotten about it had the Cubs lost 10-3. But they scored the final 12 runs of that game. 2-0 on Zobrist. He doubled and scored the first run in the second.
Nine in the ninth, right?
9 in the eighth or 7th. Yeah, I'll have to look. Zobrist is 2 for 2. Rizzo will move to third.
Last time he got a breaking ball, this time he gets out in front of a fastball. There's a hole there on the right side. There wasn't a lot of room, but the ball was sharply hit.
It was a 9-run 8th inning. And it won the game for the Cubs on April 14th. Hayward takes one in the dirt. One now. Got hit by a pitch just above the left knee and reached to the second inning, and later was able to score on the Schwarber fielder's choice, an error on the second baseman Albies.
Joe gave him a couple days off on the homestand. He was in trouble with a bad left ankle.
You mentioned the Brewers won earlier in Cincinnati, 2-1 in 11. And a wild one last night. Christian Yelich 6 for 6, hit for the cycle, 13, 12, and 10. And then it was Lorenzo Cain homering in extras today.
There were 9 home runs in the ball game yesterday between those two clubs.
Not deep. Swanson calling for it. The catcher, or the shortstop, makes the catch. Probably a better play for the left fielder to make, just in case that guy from third thinks about tagging, but Swanson felt comfortable Rizzo wouldn't go, and he didn't. Now to see who's got momentum, brought to you by First Midwest Bank. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. Not only did he go 6 for 6 and hit for the cycle, he threw out a runner at home plate. That's playing the whole game. That is a fair ball. Rizzo will score. Let's see if Zobrist can. Duvall will pick it up, and Brian Butterfield will hold him at third. It's a double. Contreras has 2 RBIs, and the Cubs lead 3-0.
Yeah, 2 solid results for Contreras here. Last time up, a ground ball to the right side, got 1 in and 1 over, and this time he hits one right down the third baseline to score Rizzo. Gives himself a little RBI double. Contreras off to a very nice start on this long road trip.
Kyle Schwarber intentionally walked, and they'll pitch to Montgomery instead.
Oh, he had big plans. He had designs on the chop house again.
Giancarlo Stanton has hit his 300th career homer. Yankees lead the Tigers 4-3 in the 4th inning in New York tonight. Montgomery strikes out, but the Cubs add to their lead on the double by Contreras. It's 3-0 in the third. Very cool. That's Deuce. Has worked at the ballpark in Myrtle Beach for 10 years and is retiring tonight. So happy retirement, Deuce. Would circle the bases after every Pelicans win. Would bring out the new baseballs to the umpires. And, basically the fans' best friend at the home games in Myrtle Beach.
It wasn't Deuce that was retrieving the bat the other day. I saw the video of that too. Did you see that one?
I did not.
Some bat dog somewhere And the hitter, it was during his at-bat, he bent over to adjust his shoe or something, and he set his bat down. So the dog instinctively ran out and grabbed the bat, and the guys were still hitting. So he pulled the bat away from the dog, but the dog would have none of it. He kept going for the bat, and they finally had to call the dog. Let the man hit.
Here's Dansby Swanson, the Braves shortstop. Cubs lead 3-0 in the third inning. Swanson a career best 13 home runs. DL time in May due to a left wrist injury. Montgomery has looked sharp in his return from the DL. Making his 14th start and 33rd appearance. His last start was August 7th. 6 innings, no runs in Kansas City. His last appearance was 4 days later, an inning of relief against the Nationals. Baez will throw on the move, and he got Swanson barely at first.
Yeah, Swanson can really go. He's got speed, he's got power. Baez with that strong arm, able to beat him just a skosh there. It's the first ground ball out recorded by Montgomery tonight. Typically you see a bunch of that.
Foltynewicz 3 out of 46. Takes a fastball in. Cardinals have a 3-0 lead over the Pirates as they go to the 5th inning in St. Louis. Joe Musgrove pitching for the Bucks. John Gant for the Cardinals.
Harrison Bader hit his 10th home run.
Gant has homered. Hit a solo shot. Not Ron Gant, it's John Gant. 1-2. Popped up, shallow right, Zobrist in. He's got it.
Fallout Boy is coming home to play Wrigley Field Saturday, September 8th, with special guest Rise Against and Machine Gun Kelly. Don't miss out on the final concert of the season at Wrigley Field. Tickets are on sale now at Cubs.com/concerts.
Acuna with a single in the first, but Montgomery picked him off. Officially caught stealing, as the out was recorded at second. At one point earlier this month, he led off 3 consecutive games with a home run, including both ends of a doubleheader. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Who's the rookie of the year?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that very question.
19-year-old Juan Soto or 20-year-old Ronald Acuna Jr.?
Two amazing talents to get to the big leagues at this tender age and perform the way they are. It was funny when we saw Soto at Wrigley, I was thinking, this kid, he's the rookie of the year. And then you start breaking down Acuna's numbers and you go, wait a minute. So my answer is I don't know. Yet to be determined.
Camargo plunked. Not ideal. 2 guys reaching with 2 outs ahead of Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, he just overcooks this breaking ball, spikes it into the ground. Just Camargo on that lead leg, and now he'll have to deal with Freeman. He dealt with him just fine. First time he punched him out. A good slider. Freeman, though, is a tough guy. He takes his walks better than league average in terms of striking out. The Braves, we talk about their aggressive approach. Don't strike out that much.
Freeman bounces foul. Three for 28. over his last 8 games, including tonight without an extra base hit. And you do wonder if Brian Snitker might give him a day off at some point now with Lucas Duda on the club. Duda excited to be traded here, but I guess in some ways feels like he's the backup shortstop to Cal Ripken. At least he's on a National League team, so he'll get some pinch hit appearances, probably one later tonight. Ground ball, base hit, and the Braves will get on the board. A 2-out rally here in the 3rd. As Acuna scores, Freeman knocks in his 79th of the year, and it's 3-1.
He's one of those guys, when you look at his numbers and see that he's been down for the last handful of days, you figure he's going to turn it around in a hurry. He's so consistent. He covers everything. I mentioned earlier his left-right splits actually better against left-handed pitching. 950 OPS against southpaws, 877 against righties.
So still 2 men on for Markakis, who is in the final year of a 4-year contract. They brought him in to replace Jason Hayward in right field, and he's a guy who basically plays every day as well, and has throughout his career. Montgomery's 1-0 pitch. Now 2-0. Jim Hickey looks on. Broken bat roller, backhanded Murphy, the flip to Baez, close, they got him. Freeman out at second, and that's it for the Braves. They do get a run. It's 3-1 Cubs after 3. More choices than ever at participating locations for a limited time. Cubs lead 3-1. Bodie, Murphy, and Baez against Mike Foltynewicz. First pitch caught the outside corner on David. Played shortstop yesterday for the first time in his major league career. Can play all 4 infield spots. Outfield's not an issue, and in an emergency could catch. Two bounces to Camargo, who will charge, throw, and record the out.
On Wednesday, September 12th, Cubs Brewers, first pitch 7:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive a Cubs digital alarm clock presented by NG. Tickets still available, Cubs.com.
You notice it's 7:05 on Wednesday, September 12th on the clock. Boy, they
very clever.
They thought of every detail. Smart. Murphy's going to be 0 for 3 as Albies gets it to Freeman.
Like Danny was cheating on a fastball there. Was looking to do a little damage and just rolled over on it a little bit.
Baez 0 for 2. First pitch blown outside on a slider.
We talk a lot about third time through the batting order, how the batting average against pitchers is pretty much universal, goes up. It does for Foltynewicz as well, but still only 242. First time, second time through, hitters are hitting less than 200 against him.
He was not enamored with that call by Bruce Dreckman.
Yeah, he's not afraid to show emotion out there on the mound. He lets you know what he's thinking. His ERA this year compared to last is about 2 runs better. This is part of the maturation of a very talented young pitcher.
Has yet to beat the Cubs in 3 tries in his career.
When you're young and you get guys on base, tend to try to hump up, throw the ball, especially when you have this kid stuff, right? You're going to try to throw 105 miles an hour, and then you get a little crosswise and you end up misfiring and things snowball on you.
Strike 3 looking, and the Cubs go 1, 2, 3 for the second time.
Minnesota. Let's go to the NL East. And you see that the Cubs have performed admirably against teams in the East. 17-8 for a .680 winning percentage. They are 6-1 against the Mets. 5-2 against the Fish.
Braves 14-5 versus Miami. That season series is over. 12-4 against the Mets.
That adds up to 26-9.
You're good.
Yep. Boom. You can cipher.
Suzuki laces one into the corner. It is a fair ball, and it'll bounce out of play. It's a double.
Well, last time he was up there, we showed you his spray chart and how much he pulls the ball, and that time pulled with authority on a line. That ambush attack that the Braves have featured go early and have done a lot of damage on 0-0 pitches.
Albies the batter. Takes a changeup for ball one. The late Ted Williams would have been 100 today. Born on this date, 1918. Adam Wainwright celebrating his 37th. Former Cub Sean Marshall, now retired, 36. And this is the third anniversary of Jake Arrieta's first no-hitter in Los Angeles, 2015.
Bill Daly is 91 today.
1-2 to Albies.
Played Roger Healy on I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh yeah.
There's also Howard on the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah, I remember. Albies has been a very tough out against the Cubs this year.
Well, yeah, it's Ricky Henderson-like, isn't it? In some ways, not a real big guy, but powerful. So it's compact, a small zone, and when you come in there, he's ready to uncoil.
Runner at second base, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Albies strikes out, one away. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Stay tuned for the WGN News immediately following our broadcast. Outside on Duvall. Curveball from Montgomery. Congrats to Tennessee Smokies infielder Zach Short, part of the Southern League postseason All-Star team. And great to see the voice of the Smokies, Mick Gillespie, here in the ballpark tonight.
I believe, excuse me, I was looking at an article a couple of weeks ago. Baseball America, they put out their best tools survey, and they do it for every level in the minor leagues and the big leagues. And I think Short was voted best defensive infielder or best hand, something like that, in the Southern League. If he wasn't, I apologize, whoever was. And
still works.
That rings a bell, yeah.
Montgomery has featured a good changeup tonight. I want to give a shout out to Sue Zimmerman, big Cubs fan, watching in Minnetonka, Minnesota tonight.
They make moccasins there, I think.
Two and two. Moccasins?
Yeah. I think they're famous Minnetonka moccasins.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It may or may not be as reliable as my information on the Baseball America Best Tools survey. Yes, Zach Short, best defensive shortstop in the Southern League.
There you go.
According to Baseball America.
Contreras will come out and talk it over with Montgomery.
On Friday, September 14th, the Cubs play the Reds. First pitch will be at 1:20, and up to the first 5,000 early arriving adults 21 and older in the Budweiser bleachers receive a Cubs Velcro patch cap presented by Budweiser. A bleacher ticket still available. For details, visit Cubs.com/Fridays. A good time will be had by all.
3-1 the Cubs lead here in the fourth inning.
Pitcher Duncan Robinson was voted best control in the Southern League.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. Back-to-back Ks after the Suzuki double, and it will leave things up to Dansby Swanson, who will actually be intentionally walked.
What a big swing, but kind of a slow bat there, and Duvall just really struggling since joining the Atlantas here.
So Swanson walked. Fultonevich will bat with 2 on and 2 out. Mike versus Mike. And a chopper foul to third. It's got to be one of the longer surname matchups this year, right? Montgomery versus Fultonevich.
Total letters?
Didn't add them up. I'm going to go with, I'm going to guess 25.
Okay.
Probably a little high on that. 0-2.
21.
Okay.
It's Polish, right? Fultonevich. W like a V. My wife's maiden name is Sienkiewicz. W-I-C-Z at the end. Buddies call him Fulty.
Strike three called. Monty gets Fulty, and the Cubs still lead 3-1 after 4. Sitting still by REM from nearby Athens. Mike Mills, the bass player, huge baseball fan and now part of the baseball project. Peter Buck is as well. That's a great song. Here's Anthony Rizzo, 5th inning. Cubs lead 3-1. Off the end of the bat, coming in and grabbing it is Acuna.
They got a nice break on that ball. You know, big swing from a slugger. A lot of times a ball like that will induce a late break, but he read it fairly early on. He was on his horse. I find it's really important to stay within yourself in the modern game. Don't try to do too much.
Take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Zobrist from the cleanup spot has 2 hits, including a double and a run. Putting together a fine season.
Would it be something if he led the league in batting?
He could. He started the night 3rd. And I failed to mention this earlier. It's my bad. The double, the 1,500th major league hit. So he's got 1,501 now with the double and the single. Out in front of this one and pulled it foul. Started 5th in the NL and on base average at 391.
Yeah, his story is one of the best for the Cubs this year, the bounce back year he has had.
This time he's out. You could probably hear him saying no, no, no to Bruce Breckman.
Suzuki sets up inside. It's a little cutter slider. Understand Ben's point of view. It wasn't egregious. It was one of those pitches I feel like could have gone either way. I'm going to go review the video. Or perhaps talk to somebody who's already seen it.
Hayward fouls off to the left.
Fultonevich has made 25 starts this year. In 20 of those, he's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer. So he has been lights out. I mentioned his work lately, a 1.01 ERA over his last 4.
Deep and caught by Acuna. That's 7 straight retired now by Fultonevich. driving habits really are a matter of life or death. Learn more at lifeordeathillinois.com. This was the first pitch of the bottom of the first. I mentioned earlier Acuna was in such a great home run stretch. Had led off 3 consecutive games with a homer. He got drilled by Jose Urena, and the benches ended up clearing. The Braves got out there a little slowly, and I think the main reason was it surprised them, right? First pitch of the first inning, and tempers definitely flared. And unfortunately, Acuna was not seriously hurt. Urena eventually did serve a suspension. One strike on him. He's
all padded up now, man.
Yep.
A rock'em sock'em robot.
Yes, he impressive. He is 3 for 3. Big turn, and he'll stay at first. I mean, if you could vote for both, you would, right? Just say they're the co-rookies of the year. It's almost impossible to come up with one or the other at this point. I guess you could say Soto's younger, but I don't know if that really matters. They're both really young.
No, it doesn't. Shouldn't matter. Yeah, it's going to be a great finish.
Strike on Camargo. Braves hated that call, man. The whole dugout is up in arms, and Bruce Dreckman giving it right back to him. And typically where it's caught is
but look where it is on our pitch cast. It was not caught very well. It was moving down as it got into the hitting zone. You can understand the reaction from the Braves dugout. Almost never see that one called.
Trouble and down, and Acuna will glide to third.
Now Johan Camargo a little bit lost in the shuffle with Acuna and Albies, but he's a really good young player as well. Switch hitter, good from both sides. He's got a little pop. He's 24.
And Acuna is not a one-trick pony. He can hit, but he can fly. I mean, he's very smooth going first to third. 2 on, nobody out for the middle of their order. Freeman out of the left center. Hayward can't get it. It's going to roll to the wall. Acuna will score. They're going to try to get Camargo in. Relay is off the mark. Freeman all the way to third. We're tied.
Yeah, you don't know how it would have played out, but that's a little bit of the downside to the intentional walk of Swanson last inning. You got Fulton-Evich up there with a man on base. You finished him off, but it gave the Braves the leadoff man to start things here in the bottom half of the 5th. Hayward's down, and Schwarb's calling for a trainer.
So an awkward landing out there by Jason Hayward. So that is the most pressing concern. It is a triple for Freeman. He's knocked in all 3, and that's his first extra base hit in a while, as we mentioned earlier. Are we thinking right leg?
I wonder if it's that ankle again.
Possibly. Yeah, I think he just pointed at Joe's right leg, indicate maybe where the issue is. And I think he's going to have to come out. Yeah. So Albert Almora Jr. will replace him.
Like there's somebody throwing down the Cubs bullpen.
So we'll await word from the Cubs clubhouse on Jason Hayward. And Brandon Kintzler is up in the Cubs pen. Runner at third, nobody out in a 3-3 tie. The batter Nick Markakis, and the Cubs infield moving in.
And not all the way. Looks like they're going to play it halfway here. Assuming Freeman's not going to go on contact with nobody out, going to force him to read this ball off the bat. Typically in this situation, with one out, the contact play will be on. With nobody out, not.
Knocked down by Contreras.
Especially if you're in the middle of the batting order. If you're getting down near the bottom, you're going to be more willing to take on a risk. Sometimes the message will be either, hey, make sure it gets through, or read it, get a chopper or a slow ground ball. If you feel like you can make it, go.
Maybe a piece of debris or dirt in his eye after blocking that pitch. So Nick Frangella, who was just out in center field attending to Jason Hayward, now heading to home plate.
Its range factor is going to go up. Meanwhile, on Saturday, September 15, the Cubs take on the Reds. First pitch on that particular day is at 3:05. And up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive a pair of replica Chris Bryant sunglasses presented by Jewel Osco. Tickets still available for the game at Cubs.com. Chris has promised it a home run that day. He doesn't know it, but he just did. From the Braves' point of view, Markakis a good guy to have up there.
Freeman's going to stick at third as Murphy throws out Markakis. So Markakis 0 for 3. That'll bring up Suzuki, and here comes Joe. He wants Kintzler.
Just going to say, good guy to have up there because he makes a lot of contact, but fortunately for the Cubs, the contact was right at Murphy.
3-3, Braves threatening to get the lead in the fifth, and we're right back.
Team that enjoys responsibly, Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser.
Cubs go to their bullpen here in the 5th inning. It is right-hander Brandon Kinsler who's getting ground balls, but they're finding holes. He has allowed at least a run in each of his last 3 appearances and 4 of his last 5.
Yeah, so the ERA heading in the wrong direction. 59th appearance for him now, 1-3 with a 4.53 earned run average. Stuff looks good though. The velocity and the movement on the sinker have been good. It's been up at times. I think that's been part of the issue.
Infield in halfway. 3-minute third. 1 out, and the first pitch is low.
So with the Cubs, Brandon, 9 innings, 9 earned runs allowed, 3 home runs, 6 walks. A lot of that coming in one game against Cincinnati. The Cubs won 10-6. He gave up a couple of home runs.
Deep left, Schwarber will make the catch, but it's a sacrifice fly on a line out for Suzuki. And the Braves have their first lead of the ball game, 4-3. That run will be charged to Montgomery.
Frustrating night, end of the night for Montgomery, a night that started pretty good for him. He's going along nicely there. But
Albies thought about a bunt. Ball 1. Yeah, it changed quickly with 3 consecutive hits to greet him here in the 5th. Bad bottom of the 5th. Cubs have lost the lead, and one of their everyday outfielders, Jason Hayward.
yeah, I guess the good news is just watching Jason walk off the field. 1, was under his own power, and 2, he didn't. And he was going slowly, but he didn't appear to really be favoring anything.
The kick and the 2-1 is golfed in the air out into right center. Zobrist will get to the spot. The Braves get 3, and they now lead this game 4-3 after 5. Chicago fans. Contreras skips one to the shortstop Swanson, and he'll fire to first in plenty of time. 4-3 Atlanta. Foltynewicz outlasting Montgomery tonight. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 1 with an intentional walk. Tommy La Stella, the former Brave, is now on deck in the pitcher's spot, and he'll bat with a man on and 1 out. As Schwarber reaches on a single.
Cubs taking a page out of the Braves playbook. The first pitch swinging. Schwarber typically sees a lot of pitches. I like the aggressive Schwarbs.
La Stella looks at a ball outside. Tommy is 1 hit away from tying the club record as far as stats goes back for pinch hits in a single season. Thad Bosley in '85, Dave Clark in '97 had 20 pinch hits. La Stella currently with 19. Here's the 1-1 and a drive to right, way back there and gone, and the Cubs lead 5-4.
First home run of the year for Tommy La Stella, and it comes at a very good time.
Against his former club, it is his 10th career homer.
By the way Mike Borzella was reacting, it's almost as if La Stella called that shot before he went up there.
His 20th pinch hit, and he gives the Cubs the lead right back. Boy, that one has to feel great. Oh, 2 on David Bodie. 5-4 in the 6th.
Nevich leaving the ball up here in this inning. The fastball Schwarber hit was up. The one La Stella hit was up. Oh. High sliders as well.
Bodie in the air out in the left center. Duvall calling for it.
Let's take a look at the Southwest Airlines. How far did it fly? The distance of the Tommy La Stella home run, 378. Take that, Braves, feet from Tommy La Stella. Go to WGNTV.com/contest for a chance to win round trip travel for 2 on Southwest Airlines in the United States and Puerto Rico.
We are required to say he just bit the hand that once fed him. On a bounce to Albies, he will get Murphy. Tommy La Stella off the bench. First homer of the year. 10th of his career. And the Cubs lead the ball game 5-4. with an enormous pinch hit 2-run homer, and the Cubs lead 5-4. And another former Brave, Jesse Chavez.
Jesse 5-2, 2.87 ERA. This is his 48th appearance. It's number 18 in a Cub uniform. Since joining the Cubs, he has posted a 1.23 earned run average. Picked up a couple of wins, a couple of saves.
Thought they might pinch hit for Duvall, and if this were September, Brian Snitker may have in fact done that. And he might be saving Inciarte to hit in the pitcher spot instead. Line drive to Almora. Duvall hit it hard, but for the first out. Hey, Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC.
22 innings worked in a Cub uniform for Chavez. He struck out 26 and walked only 2. Very aggressive with the fastball.
Lucas Duda, the newest Brave, is now on deck. Swanson fouls. One and two on the Braves shortstop. Swing and a miss. 2 gone.
That one had some late cutting action.
Now Duda making his Braves debut. Former Met, Ray, and Royal. We're positive it's not Brian McCann, right?
No, it's not Brian. It looks like it, no, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Big burly slugger. Good against righties, not so much against lefties. Gives him power bat off the bench.
And out into deep right center. Almora will slide and make the catch on the warning track to rob Duda of at least a double. But Duda didn't. And we'll go to the 7th. Cubs still lead by a run. for the injured Jason Hayward earlier.
He made a spectacular catch in the ball game yesterday as well.
Zobrist like an umpire making the call. Right-hander Dan Winkler is on here in the 7th inning. Cubs lead by a run.
Having a nice year with that 2.50 ERA. Big strikeout numbers. 30% strikeout rate. He's cut his walks down significantly. Last year he did not have a lot of big league time. 59 appearances this year. 54 innings, 66 punch-outs. Just 3 home runs allowed. There's a lot of cut fastballs.
Swing and a miss for the out.
That's a slider there. On Sunday, September 16th, Cubs Reds, first pitch 120, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive an Albert Almora bobblehead presented by Xfinity. Tickets available at Cubs.com. Ender Enciarte not in the lineup tonight, but he and Albert, two of the top defensive center fielders in the league.
Rizzo's third try, hitless, but he walked and scored in the 3rd. And the pitch is low. Cardinals lead in the 7th inning, 5-0 over Pittsburgh.
Really falls off to the first base side. Braves have a funky bullpen. They have 5 left-handed arms out there in their pen, 3 from the right side. I don't know that I've ever seen a team with 5 left-handed guys in the pen.
Winkler goes 3-0 on Rizzo. Look out, Will Venable. And they scoot out of the way.
Winkler went to high school in Effingham, Illinois, and then went on to Parkland College in Champaign. Finished up at the University of Central Florida. Braves got him in the 2014 Rule 5 draft from the Rockies.
Estella, he kind of has now the day after I pitched a complete game look, right? Got a go-ahead pinch hit 2-run homer, and now you just root on your teammates.
Yeah, you've done your piece. You're out of the game. They're both commiserating. Hey, this pinch hit home run thing, that's kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah, man.
Duvall playing shallow. That's an easy play for him to make. Effingham, Illinois looks to be almost directly between St. Louis, Missouri and Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah, and if you drive down to Champaign, you go by it. Probably pick up some good corn at a roadside stand over there right about now, I'm thinking. Now is at this hour, at this time of year.
Zobrist in the air. Acuna got a good jump, and he'll make the catch. Stretch time in Atlanta. Good ball game. Cubs lead 5-4. And the Braves 4. Jesse Chavez went 1-2-3 in the 6th. He'll face the top of the order. Acuna swings and misses. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Picked off in the first. Three for 3. I said 2 for 3. 3 for 3. 2 runs scored.
This is an interesting matchup because these two guys are both very aggressive. Always pounds the zone.
1-2.
Acuna goes up there looking to hack.
Average of 292. Started the night at 286. Outside for a ball. Well, you're right with the protection, man. He's got the left hand, the left elbow, left ankle, all of that protected. Swing and a miss. They finally get him for the first time tonight. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Stay tuned for all the latest on the WGN News right after the ball game. Camargo takes a strike. Johan began the year on the DL. Had an oblique and a back issue. Missed the first 16 games. And a base hit as Chavez got knocked down. A very awkward landing there. Looks like he's all right.
Third reach for Camargo, hit by a pitch, 2 singles. This one right back through the middle. He's got really quick hands. Real whippy swing. Jesse.
Joe's going to want a lefty to face Freeman, even though Freeman has 2 hits off a lefty tonight. Justin Wilson when we come back, 5-4 in the 7th. Player of the game, Tommy LaStella, off the bench, turning a one-run deficit into a one-run lead. Wrap your hands around the original Italian beef of the Chicago Cubs at one of the 25 Bono locations. And he did it against his former team to boot. Here's Justin Wilson, runner at first, one out, facing Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, tough assignment here for Wilson, having to deal with Freeman, who we've talked about has been actually better against left-handed pitching, but maybe the style of pitcher. Joe likes the idea of the power game that Wilson features.
Really shifting against him. Baez playing his normal spot, but the third baseman Bodie is now between first and second. It's actually well, I'll just tell you, left to right, it's Baez, Murphy, Bodie, Rizzo. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Camargo, the runner at first, he represents the tying run. Freeman in the air to left, and it'll be Schwarber to make the play. And it brings up Markakis. Quiet so far, strikeout, fielder's choice, and a ground out.
Camargo is not a base stealer. He's just tried one this year and he was caught. Did not steal any bases for the Braves last year.
Well located by Wilson on a fastball, 0-1. Not much of a lead at all by Camargo. And it's a very short secondary lead too. It's almost like he's a pitcher over there. And he's got a real good base stealer back in his day helping him out. Former Cub Eric Young Sr.
Yeah, and the secondary is the key here. You want to give yourself a chance to score on an extra base hit. Again, I think that's part of it's Wilson Contreras behind the plate too, with all the pickoffs. We're wary of getting too big of a secondary.
First place teams matching up. Cubs leading the Central by 4.5. Braves with a 3.5 game advantage over idle Philadelphia.
The Braves have already won more games this year than they did all of last year. 3 consecutive 90+ loss seasons heading into this one. I don't know what their projections were prior to the year, the statistical analysis, but I'm guessing most had them finishing below 500 this year, maybe right around 500.
Brian Snitker, a Macon, Illinois guy. 42nd season in the Braves organization, and his second full campaign as their manager. Up and in.
Almost Nick.
2-2 count, 2 outs, a man at first, 7th inning. Cubs lead by a run. Here it is. A little low.
It's not much of a guessing game for hitters against Justin. Everything is pretty much hard. He throws a slider, but he's not going to flip up a slow curveball or straight change. It's power stuff. Usually a four-seam fastball. He tries to drive it down and away from the left-handed hitter. Then he can elevate for a swing and miss.
Now Rizzo will play behind the runner Camargo with a 3-2 count, 2 outs.
So now he should score easily on any extra base hit. Cubs will play a step or so deeper in the outfield.
Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. He went after the elevated heat. Didn't get it. Nice work by Wilson. It's still 5-4. Makeup game. It was May 17th when we were rained out here. Cubs lead 5-4. Trying to earn a split of the season series. And they'll have Almora, Contreras, and Schwarber here in the 8th. Winkler, phase 3, retired all of them in the 7th as Albert fouls into the second of 4 decks here at SunTrust Park. 37,603 the paid attendance. Not totally full, but just about. On a bounce, it's picked by Swanson to get Almora.
Pretty slick play by Dansby Swanson. Only have time to get in front of it. Quick hands. Braves are averaging 31,145. 8th in the National League in home attendance. Cubs are third, in case you were wondering. Dodgers, Cardinals, Cubs. No, check that. Giants a little bit better than the Cubs.
Big swing and a miss by Contreras. 2 strikes on him. Be a big win to get, with Milwaukee victorious earlier and the Cardinals leading late.
Well, 30 games left, counting tonight. This is an 11-game road trip. Avoid laying an egg on this trip. You're in good shape. And even if you play a game below 500 on the trip, take care of business at home.
Swanson will scoop and throw in time.
The Cubs have teamed up with a number of organizations to help raise money and awareness. On select nights in September, fans can lend support by purchasing tickets through the Community Nights page. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to each cause. More information is available at Cubs.com/communitynights.
Ryan Snitker will make a change. He wants a left-hander to face Schwarber. I'll tell you who that guy is when we return. Is back with the Braves, acquired earlier from Tampa Bay. He did not pitch between 2013 and 2017. That's 6 years between big league appearances. 3 Tommy John surgeries in his life, plus another surgery, called it 3.5 Tommy Johns. They had to reattach the UCL the last time. And he's back where he started his big league career in 2010. And his pro career in 2003. Amazing.
Yeah, when he first came to the big leagues, he was unbelievable. Just a turbo sinker, just eat you up, and if you hit it at all, you're going to beat it into the ground. And that's kind of what he's doing now. It doesn't quite have the velocity he had when he first came up, but it's still good. He still has good movement. He's still getting the ball on the ground.
92 and a strike to Schwarber. They got him from the Rays on July 26th. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
This is his 13th appearance for the Braves. He has an .084 earned run average.
On the ground, foul. Cubs have led this game twice, 3-0 and 5-4. Ground ball toward the middle. Ooh, Swanson, what a play! Took a tricky hop at the end, but he gets Schwarber. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 5-4 Cubs. Eighth inning. Swing and miss has been missing, although he did strike out 2 in the game on Tuesday against the Mets. But that was the first time he had struck out anybody in 7 games.
Yeah, and I think the fastball command hasn't been there, or hadn't been there in some of those earlier appearances. And you don't work from ahead. Hitters aren't quite as jumpy. You don't get the chase. And I think too, when he falls behind, sometimes he gets a little fastball dependent.
Well, Joe thinks he has been thinking too much. He said, "Don't think too much. Just throw. Do your thing. Keep it simple." Swing and a miss. Good curve to start it against Suzuki.
Yeah, because when he has that pitch going with his natural cutting fastball, it's lights out. He'll typically generate a lot of swings and misses. He gets as much spin on his four-seamer as anybody in the game.
Fouled away. 0-2.
High spin rate keeps the ball on plane. Hitters tend to swing underneath it. And swing and miss or pop it up.
The word is Jason Hayward had right hamstring tightness. That's why he left.
Probably explains, as he was coming off the field, there was no indication that he was limping or really favoring anything. But you get that little grab in the hammy, and you think, well, if I have to push it out here in the outfield, it might blow.
Down to a knee is Murphy. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies.
Steve Cishek probably not available tonight. I believe he's worked 3 in a row.
Albies 1 for 3. Jam shot pop up. Almora will make the catch. 2 outs. Now Adam Duvall.
It's almost like, go ahead, you young whippersnapper. You want to come and get it? You can have it. Whippersnapper? Who says that anymore?
Got a nose for the ball. That's what you want. Foul strike on Duvall. Duvall wanted time, didn't get it, and it's a strike.
He didn't get time, and he got a strike call on a pitch a couple inches off the outside corner. That's the life of Adam Duvall these days.
In the air for Almora. That'll do it. We go to the 9th inning. Cubs 5, Braves 4. Lighter schedule on a Thursday night around baseball. Brewers over the Reds at 11 earlier, 2-1. Cleveland beat Minnesota 5-3. Some games going on right now, including the Cardinals leading the Pirates 5-0 in the 9th. Diamondbacks at the Dodgers later. Rockies at the Padres in the NL as Ian Happ off the bench takes ball 1.
Focus down against Venters.
Last guy to bat in this spot was Tommy La Stella, and he gave the Cubs the lead with a 2-run blast in the 6th inning. Fly ball to right. Markakis will glove it.
Yeah, Joe somewhat prescient in his comments as we were talking in his office earlier today. He was talking about how productive the 8 spot in his batting order has been. And of course now he's hitting his pitcher there a lot. Earlier in the year he was not, but he said, you know, I probably don't do it if I don't like my pinch hitters. You know, kind of working the game from the end back to the front. And, you know, he sees opportunities later in the game to pinch hit, double switch, and he just, you know, he goes, I don't have any really data. It's not an analytical thing. I just like the look of it. I like the feel of it. I like the way it has played out. You know. Paying off again here today.
Bodie with a swinging strike. Lucas Giolito has outpitched Rick Porcello tonight. Into the 6th inning in Chicago. White Sox 4, Red Sox nothing.
Red Sox just coming off a series win over the Yankees.
Yankees lead 7-5 over Detroit in the bottom of the 8th. Luke Voigt with a go-ahead 2-run homer in the 7th. Pedro Strop in the Cubs bullpen. That bounced in front of the plate.
You mentioned the Brewers win over the Reds today in extra innings. It was a Lorenzo Cain home run in the 10th inning that proves to be the difference. The Brewers have now homered in 22 consecutive games at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
MLB.TV is now available at a lower price for $49.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game, plus get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this special offer.
Murphy 0 for 4. So far, it's only his 2nd hitless game as a Cub. And a chance to salvage one. Backhanded by Albies. And Venters retired all 4 he faced. We go to the bottom of the 9th from Atlanta. Cubs 5, Braves 4. The final 3 outs. With a 5-4 lead. 8, 9, and 1 for the Braves. Swanson, probably Ender Inciarte, and then Acuna. You've got Happ now playing right, Zobrist at 2nd, and Murphy is out.
0 for 2 plus an intentional walk for Swanson here tonight.
Strike one to Swanson.
Right-handed hitters pretty much count on that first pitch slider from Strop.
Cody, even with a bag now, will back up. And that ball pulled hard foul.
That's the dangerous one, that slider that sits on the inner half. Having an outstanding year, 54 innings, 51 strikeouts. League batting 188 against him.
The pop-up's caught by Baez. One away. Ender Inciarte off the bench. Hitting .305 since the break. He had .241 in the first half. I want to keep him off the bases too. He runs well.
Got a little bit of power. He's hit 9 home runs this year, 21 doubles, 4 triples, 7 out of his last 11. Cody even with the bag at third base. Play back. He might be inclined to push a little bunt in that direction.
Strop has been the nominal closer since Brandon Morrow went to the DL. Hasn't closed out every game, but most of them. Check swing foul.
Joe, in his post-game comments the other day, said, but he has not been anointed. He is not officially. Nobody said anybody's the closer around here. He's not been to the Vatican to get the oils.
Popped up shallow center. Almora in. Baez out. Wow. Javier Baez with a grab. 2 down.
Wow, what a beautiful play. He went a long way to get that one. Play a little bit deeper in the outfield in a 1-run game. So there's a lot of green space between the infield and the outfield, and Baez closed in a hurry.
Great late adjustment. Acuna Jr. with 2 outs takes a strike. Quick pitched him. 0-2. He really gets guys back on their heels when he does that quick pitch. Another one low and outside. 1-2.
thing you have to guard against sometimes when you go quick with the body. The hand drags a little bit. That's where you can make the mistake with the slider. You got to make sure you get the arm up quickly. Four and a third scoreless. Go ahead.
Nope, you.
I was saying 4 1/3 scoreless on the bullpen so far tonight. They've allowed just the one hit. They've not walked a man.
2-2 on the way. Fouled off. I was going to say the Cubs trying to hold serve. Looks like the second and third place teams winning today. Milwaukee already has, and now it is a final in St. Louis, 5-0. Cardinals beat the Pirates. This kid gives him a good at bat here. 3-2 with Camargo on deck. I don't use the word kid lightly, but he's only 20. He's a very mature 20-year-old. And we'll do it again.
Well, he spoiled a good one there. And just off the outside corner and down. Strike the ball slider. This is going to get a lot of swings and misses. Just got a piece.
Acuna won't turn 21 until December 18th. Popped him up. This should do it. Who wants it? Baez, of course. Cubs win. Cubs win 5-4 the final. The game-winning homer courtesy Tommy La Stella in the 6th.
Yeah, that was fun, huh? Good ball game. Well, you might as well win if you're going to come all this way to play just one game. Cubs pull it off. Mike Montgomery with his first start in some time coming out the disabled list was good early. They got to win the 5th. Bullpen stood tall tonight. Solid defensive work and a big clutch swing of the bat by Tommy La Stella.
Kinsler over Fultonevich. Stroke gets the save. Cubs improved to 79 and 54, and also 5 games ahead now of Atlanta. If you start thinking about best